another emotion that people tend to like put over their faith is fear. They are so scared. If you're in a place or okay that you feel love, allow yourself to be loved. What am I even saying? Which one is you can control, others you can't because definitely is what they are saying that is going to trigger emotions do not play a role in determining whether these prayers or whether this request will be answered by God. Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is regular again, your good fortune. And if you're a new subscriber, welcome home, welcome on board. In this family, I shall help with tips to help women grow in their faith and in their career. And if you're an old subscriber, my origin. Thank you so much for supporting me. I truly appreciate your love, your care, your affection, everything, baby. Thank you so much. In this video, we're talking about how to manage emotions, basically understanding emotions and faith connection. So let's get started. People say shut down your emotions, don't feel your emotion, turn it off, turn it on. You can feel sad. The Bible even says cry with those that cry and be happy, celebrate with those that are celebrating, just have festivals. It's because we have emotions because we need to feel as human beings. There are some people that they call psychopaths because they don't feel anything. They can do and undo things and then they're just like blank emotions. Some of them really yearn to feel, and then there's some people I think this autism spectrum too. I think some of them have issues. They have medical issues. They can't really feel things. But the reason I'm saying this is because some other people too are also on the understanding that I feel too much or I cry too much, I'm too emotional. How can my faith work while I'm feeling all these things? So basically, I'm just here to bring a bridge between your emotions and your faith. First of all, your emotions carry weight and then they make you feel human. As human as as ridiculous as that sounds or as corny as that sounds, but that's what your emotions do. They help you to feel human, to be able to relate with one another. You understand? So your emotions are there for a reason. You can laugh, you can smile, you can feel love, you can feel sadness, you can feel anger, and that's what makes you human. Then the Bible concerning anger, now the Bible now says don't let the sun go down on your anger, because as much as you're feeling human, you're not meant to allow these things to now control your life. So that's where a lot of people are get it wrong, and then they start to overemphasize or overcompensate their emotions, and then they start to feel like, okay, because I'm crying too much or because I get angry easily, then there's no way I'm already offending God. The idea behind this is that you have to go above these emotions and you have to make it known that you are in control. So the idea of turning off and on, don't feel this, don't talk this, is because we don't want you to be an human being that is controlled by feelings or by emotions. God did not give you this ability or this personality or this characteristics so that they are going to control you, because at the end of the day, the word of the Lord is supposed to prevail at all times. Do you understand? Whether you're feeling sad, whether you're feeling angry, what does the word say about that particular situation? So because your emotions do not play a role in determining whether these prayers or whether this request will be answered by God. No. Because you are angry about it does not mean God is not going to say, oh, she's angry, let me listen to her. No. Your emotions are not going to play a role in the process of God answering your prayers. It is your faith that is going to, faith now, not faith as a Christian. Faith, believing in God, trusting God, that is going to determine whether that thing is going to, whether you're going to see the answers or not. Do you understand? So allow yourself to feel, allow yourself to explore these emotions. If you're in a place that you feel loved, allow yourself to be loved. Do you understand? Because this is part of who you are. Don't say, oh, let me shut this down. If it does not glorify God in that place, shut it down. Or maybe you're saying, okay, I'm attracted to somebody that is not really a Christian. You're not supposed to be saying that. And a lot of people might come with their beliefs and say, oh, what's his fortune saying? Bible already says that we are not supposed to be unequally yoked together with unbelievers. No, sometimes some people don't be looking for what is not in the Bible. So what do you want me to tell you? I should say that join together with somebody that is not equally yoked with God, or join together with somebody that does not believe God as their Lord and Savior. I'm not saying that did they know God as the being that is in one universe. No. Do they believe Jesus Christ as their son? Can you pray in the name of Jesus Christ and say believe only on Jesus Christ, and they are going to accept it? So why are you lying to yourself? So in this place now, your emotions are not playing a role to glorify God in that scenario. So you are not even supposed to be asking for advice. Which kind of advice do you want people to tell you? What do you want them to say to you? You should carry on. You're going to be convicted later. No, that one is a big no. Before you even carry the step, is already a big no. Do you understand? Another issue that people have with emotions is maybe when they tend to become manipulated and all of that. So you have to be assertive. You don't want these things. I do not like it. These things are triggering me. They are triggering my emotions. They are triggering my anger. Do you understand? You have to be assertive so that you not get manipulated. You can also control this. Know when you're hungry and you're like, oh, I don't want my anger to lead to something that God will not be pleased with. So definitely you can work on this anger. When I say this thing about being in control of your emotions, it sounds like corny. Do you understand? But the idea behind it is that be at peace with yourself so much that when people try to like bring a reaction out of it, you are too your mind is too at peace to give them any reaction, or you are too calm or you're too tired, calm, like tired in a way that to give them any reaction. Or even when you give them a reaction, it will be from a calm place, and then it will not even look like you're angry. And this is not to make you feel good or anything. It's just like you're so at peace so much with yourself that people do not tend to get the reaction that they need from you. Sometimes when people do some things to you and then it's already making you feel angry, you cannot control how other people behave. You cannot control the manner with which they say things, but you can control how you respond to it. What am I even saying? Which one is you can control, others you can't? Because definitely it's what they are saying that is going to trigger you. But that's why you have to like make sure that you are at peace with yourself. When you're not fighting with yourself, when you're not angry with yourself, even sometimes you might be angry with yourself because some people will not be doing something and be like, oh my goodness, not again. But you, at the end of the day, you are angry, and it is very very valid. Like you're feeling angry at that point. Oh, it's very very like somebody can actually see it. But I don't know how. But internalize peace. Don't just say, okay, this environment is peaceful and then let it end like that. I don't know. Bring peace from outside. Bring it into yourself. I wish I could explain it more, but you can try to like find books on meditation and all of that, or some people do yoga, some people say meditation is this, meditation is that. I just feel like whatever will just help you to just internalize peace into yourself. If you can internalize peace into yourself, some people will do some things and it will be the highest of the highest, and then you just be so calm about it. Be at peace with yourself a lot of times, almost 24/7. Be at peace with yourself, because when you're at peace with yourself, it will be easy for you to not react. People will trigger you. Like I'm telling you, people will trigger for anything, any beautiful thing. You just do something and you're like, and you're a human being. They do this thing to you. You yourself, will you accept it? Do you understand? But like you are not in a way to always question people's behavior. Like it's not your duty. People do things for any reason, whether it's valid, whether it's not valid. People do things for any reason. But for you now, in a place that you have to put your emotions under faith, because you are a Christian and your journey has to like reveal that you are working on yourself. What you can do is that be so much at peace with yourself that you can bring, or be at peace with your environment so much that you can bring whatever way you're feeling inside, and then you can like express it out. So that's when you're feeling angry. I've already spoken about when you're feeling sad. And then another one is make healthy decisions for yourself, like make healthy, set boundaries, because these boundaries will actually come in handy when disrespect and all of that wants to like play a role to like just scatter your mental state or your emotional state. So make healthy choices and then set boundaries, and then be affirmative when you're setting boundaries. Don't set boundaries and then you say okay, you don't really know, like in your head you're like you don't really know. Set boundaries and make sure that they are assertive, so that people will know that okay, you're serious about this thing that you're talking about. And another emotion that people tend to like put over their faith is fear. They are so scared, maybe scared of tomorrow, scared about outcomes of things, and then fear can also lead to anxiety and all of that. And then they are too scared, oh, they don't want to check this thing, they don't want to check that. Begin to apply faith to whatever you're doing. There's something I wanted to say, like in my previous video, that you don't do things because you think that the result is not going to be good. You do things because you believe that the result is going to be good. So when you finish doing these things, your attitude is supposed to be a relaxed, okay, let this thing play out for itself. Let people find this thing that I've created, and let them know that okay, a lot of work has been put into it. So you're not scared. When you start to allow the responses of people to guide how you approach life, like your emotional state will not be balanced. You'll be going down, up, down, up, down, because even people themselves, they're not stable. You cannot put your mind on people that are not stable. Don't allow the consciousness of okay, this is my reality, I'm just supposed to accept it, make you put fear over faith. Do you understand? Like make sure that you're always putting faith over fear. And there's a way that you can walk through all these emotions and still please God with it, is by training your emotions. The sad emotion, the happy emotions, the angry emotions, the fearful emotions. You can train them in a way that they are going to align with your faith journey. And this context is basically like how you respond to things. Like train your emotions in a way that you can be happy and you can be sad, and it will not be because people have triggered those emotions in you. Because if you leave these emotions to be triggered by people, you will not be in control of it. But when you are like okay, I know when I can review this emotion, and it is the safest place that is even in the corner of your room, just you alone on your bed or something like that. That's the safest place because nobody's judging you there. But when you're too okay in the public, you're too irrational, any small thing you're already pow, you're happy or you're sad, pow, you've already started crying in public. Or and I'm not saying that okay, because of these things God is not now going to be pleased with your life. No, but like you can still train them in a way that you can be in control of it. When you're sad, when you are hungry, I know you're hungry, you're supposed to have outbursts, but you're like I can be better than this, or I can be more mature than this, or there's so much peace there's so much peace that you've already internalized that you're like, this thing cannot, like nobody can get an emotion out of me if I don't think that they deserve this emotion. Even if they deserve the emotion self, like you're like no, they are not getting it out of me. The reaction that you want out of me, you're not going to get it, because people will trigger you. They'll trigger you so much that even you yourself, you'll be telling yourself is it worth it. But like training your emotions actually make you a bigger person, make you like make you to be somebody with respect, because not a lot of people can train their emotions. So when you train your emotion in a way that it now pleases God with your life, do you understand? Like it tells of your character. And then the reason why we have to be in control of our emotions is because our faith journey expects us to be able to put these emotions under control. It reviews our maturity in the spirit. So you have to put it under control. And I'm not telling you this because it is an easy thing to do, but like you can do it. It just takes training, it takes time. It might be longer than others, but like when you have the mindset that okay, these emotions do not control me, that's, you are aware of it. And then when these things start to happen, even in the experience, you can still control it and say no, I've given this thing power and it's not supposed to have power over my life right now. And you take back the power that you've yielded to it. And I know that if you can apply these tips into your life, you can definitely see the changes that can come from it. Bye guys, have a good day.